Hey everyone, thank you very much for tuning in this time. I am Manas Kulshrestha and you are watching my channel Manas Kulshrestha. And today I'm gonna teach you how to create a 3 awesome looking transitions inside of After Effects with few simple steps. And these transitions look really cool in the templates and montages. So without any further ado, let's get started. Three compositions for each transition. So in the transition number 1, I named this transition as slip and slide or the cut and slide. Basically the middle of the layer, the scene gets cut into the 3 parts, and then the middle one just slides in with a trail, and the other two part of the scene just also gets slided. And it's a really cool transition which you can use in the templates and montages. So let's make this transition inside of After Effects. So here I am inside of After Effects, and I have this folder of images which I have downloaded from unsplash.com. So let's get them. So here is the one image. Let me scale it down a little bit, something like so, right? Something like so. And then I'm gonna do the same with the other one layer, and I'm gonna offset a little bit, something like so. Let me scale it down, and here I'm gonna scale it down a bit again, something like so. Now I'm gonna add let's make a 3 masks. So first of all, a middle mask, like something like so. Oh sorry, select the layer and then make the mask. Make sure you're selecting the layer and make the mask, and I'm gonna make it such that I'm not covering the face or any part of the character. I'm gonna name it left. Then I'm gonna duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D. Then name it right. Now again I'm gonna make a mask, something like so, and making sure that I'm not covering any part of the subject, such like so. Now again duplicate it with pressing Ctrl D and name it middle, and again make a mask by I'm pressing Ctrl Shift H to hide the marking, so I can make a perfect mask. I made this perfect mask, something like so. So now you can see that our whole scene is looking like a normal image, and any mask is not seen, or the marking of the mask is not seen. So just do one thing, that make the middle mask or the middle layer in the beneath of the right and the left layer, and because so that we could have a continuation of this image looking as simple as this whole scene. Now let's animate it. So by pressing now I'm using FX Console, a plugin by Video Copilot, and it's a free plugin which will reduce your time going to the effects and preset panel. So search CC Reptile Effect, and I'm gonna make it expand down 5000. So now we have a certain amount of pictures going, like it's having a certain amount of picture going beneath middle layer. So press P and create a keyframe at the first, and then go to around 15 frames forward, and then drag it above. Now you will see that now let's play the animation, eyeball it. So now we have an animation something like this. It's looking cool. Let me increase the animation a little bit, around 20 frames, sorry, 15.5 frames. Let's make it 20 frames forward. Just playing with the animation, it's totally upon you. Maybe it's a little bit faster. Now you will see that it is little subtle, or it is just a linear animation going in a really straight line. So let's make it little bit faster or change in the speed. So if you are a beginner, you don't know what this type of animation is, this is known as linear animation. And let's change it to Bezier interpolation. That means that it will be little bit faster in the middle. So to change that, just select all the keyframes and press F9 to easy ease those keyframes, or you can also choose right click and go to Keyframe Assistant and you can choose Easy Ease. Now if you select those keyframes and go to the graph editor, and if your graph doesn't look like this, just make sure you're working in edit speed graph. Now you will see that we have a curve, which means that it will go slightly faster in the middle, so something like this. It is like more nicer than it is more better than the linear animation. So let's now just let's play with this graph and just follow my graph. Now we have something animation like this. Now just add a motion blur for this image, and if you don't see this option, press F4, and then here in the motion blur tab, here in the add a motion blur, so you will see that we have motion blur and going a trail. Now we need to animate these two halves of the layer, so we are gonna animate it together. So press shift in the right and the left layer and press P. Now add position for the first both the keyframes, and let's go around again to the 10 frames or 15 frames forward. And for this layer, I'm gonna just move it towards the right, and same with this layer towards the left, something like so. So now we have something like this. Now this is again too short, again too long. I'm gonna make it a little speeded up and select all the keyframes, press F9 to easy ease, and again to the graph editor, just drag it all the way towards the left, making a peak. So we have a really cool animation. Again bring the motion blur and also the motion blur for the comp. So now if we eyeball our transition, it looks really cool. So guys, here the first transition is done. Let's move on to the second one. So here I am in the composition of the second transition, and second transition is gonna be really simple with only one effect and a little bit of keyframes. But it doesn't mean that if it is easy, it's gonna be not so cool. It is cool as well as the easy, and it is called the warp transition, and which looks really cool. So let's again grab the two images from our Unsplash, the beautiful images from the unsplash.com, and I'm gonna drag it, and again we are gonna offset them a little bit, something like so. Now I'm gonna let's add a adjustment layer, new adjustment layer, and let's name it optics compensation effect. Okay, now as the adjustment layer states, let's add an optic compensation effect, and it's a really cool effect which you can use. So now just in the field of view, FOV, just make it all the way towards, just increase the value, and actually basically we don't want this type of result, so select the reverse lens distortion. So now if you increase all the way up like this, you are gonna get a little creepy look, but trust me, this will only give you the main transition, just something like this. So, and first of all, create a keyframe and press U for the adjustment layer, and make this adjustment layer something like over there. First of all, offset the keyframes and making something like this. The keyframes, not the layer. And then again make a keyframe over here of the value 0, and copy this keyframe by pressing Ctrl C, and over the 1 second paste it, Ctrl V, and don't forget to just trim the layer. And I'm gonna scale this part of the something like so. So now if you notice that we have this cool transition, and just don't forget to just make it something like so, just offsetting it, so that this is the main place where the transition, both the layers should transition, so something like so. So let's eyeball it. This is really looking really cool. and if you can also just increase the value a little bit more, something like so. It will go more a really nice look. Just select all the keyframes and press 9 to easy ease, and just you can also make sure you're working in edit speed graph. So just make it a little bit like something like so, just little bit of playing with the graph editor. Don't play much or it will ruin your transition. So something like this. This looks really cool. So this is here, it is the transition number 2, and it looks like a really fast transition, just a really basic transition, but gives a really cool look. So let's move on to transition number 3. So moving on to transition number 3, this transition I can name it as line walker transition, and this is the one of the most prominent transition from the amongst all the 3 transitions. And it's gonna be a little bit of work, but trust me, it gives you a really cool result. So let's again get the 2 images. First one is this, and second one is this one, or yes, this one. Again I'm gonna offset it, and now just scale it down a bit as we are doing in both the layers, and just close it. And I'm gonna again make it something like so. Yes. Now again for the line walker transition, as the name states, we have to create a line. So just make sure nothing is selected, and select the pen tool and make the stroke color to the stroke option to color, and select the color to white, and make it around 22 something. Okay, now take the pen tool, make a point and press shift, and again make another point. So now we have a line, and if you go to the align tab here and make sure it is center, something like so, not like so. Now we have to animate this line. First of all, let's name this line LINE line, LINE, and let's select this arrow, go to the add and add a trim path. Here the trim path, and select animation for the start, go to around a half a second or more than that, less than that, and just make it 100. Oh sorry, just do it reverse. Make the start 100 and then then the here to 0. So hit something like this. Again just select the keyframes and press F9 to easy ease. Make the keyframes little bit faster. Select the keyframes, go to the graph editor, and here don't mess with it that much, just make it the peak towards the right. So we have something like this. If you just make the keyframe little longer, it will give you a little more cooler look. Okay, now let's animate it. So go to around something like this frame and press R and create a keyframe. Go to more than 1 second and then 90, rotate it by 90 degrees. So 90. So and again F9 to easy ease the keyframes. So now we have something like this, and just make the keyframe like align in the center, something like so. Now we have to just animate this line, position of the line. So again press P, and now let's go more ahead towards here, create a keyframe and go to around more seconds, and just make that keyframes go all the way towards the right, something like so, and make this keyframe a little bit longer, and we will mess it with the graph editor, which will look really cool. So just make it something like this, or just make it towards the left. It will look more cooler. Now we need to create a new solid. So just make sure anything is not selected Then go to the rectangle tool and make the stroke to none and fill to normal 100%. Then just create a mask and make sure it's not affecting the line. So just using the arrow keys, press Ctrl Shift H and make it little, make it adjust so that it's not covering the line. Now name it matte. And just now you have to trim that matte when the line rotates. And we also have to trim this this image. So press Ctrl Shift D to trim it, and make sure you have this your layer, the second third layer, offset it a little bit, and name this layer as RIGHT, similar to something what we did in the transition number 1. Duplicate it and name it left. Now select the left layer and make a mask, something like so, and pressing Ctrl Shift H. Ctrl Shift H is important, and something like so. Just make this mask a little bit, just move it towards this, just over here, some minor adjustments, and make the mask something again towards the right. Just hide the visibility of the matte and make this mask something like this. So now we have a two mask which covers or makes the whole image, and a minor adjustment to just have the layer completely covered. Now again have the visibility of the matte. Now we are gonna do something similar to this right image, something similar as we did in the transition number 1. So select the left layer and again add a CC Reptile, and again expanding down it to till 5000. Now press P, add a position, go to around a little bit longer, something like so, and just make it this layer a little bit longer, like this, and until the animation starts here, just make it go all the way towards up. So now we have this animation, something like this. This go a bit too fast, and just press P, press the P, and just make the animation like this, and make this animation go towards there, like this. This is a little bit too slow, so let's animate it like this. Select the keyframes, press F9 to easy ease, go to the graph editor and make the curve graph to something like this. Something like this. Now just add a motion blur in here, press F4 and add a motion blur. Now we have something like this, and then I'm having a line animation. Now select the matte layer and make it at the length of the right layer, and make sure they both are having the same length. Now select the matte and holding shift, parent it to the line, make the visibility on, and just place it in the right position. Ctrl Shift H and something like this. Now make this matte situated above the right layer, and now press F4 and change the track matte of the right layer to the Luma matte. So now you will see the layer got invisible as the line just passes out. So now we have this cool transition which we created entirely from scratch inside of After Effects. So yeah guys, that is it for today guys. This was the 3 transitions. This is really 3 cool transition made from entirely from scratch inside of After Effects, which you can use in your montages and templates and title templates or action sequences and whatever. And I hope you learned something new. Be unique, be creative. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and do follow my Instagram.